Class 9 Biology. Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope all are fine. Today we will start new chapter 5th, pollination and fertilization. So first of all, see what is pollination. In the previous chapter, we have discussed about the structure of a flower. The flower contains carpel that represent the female part, stamens that represent the male part, and non-essential parts that are corolla and calyx. So these two that are stamen and carpel, female and male part, are the essential parts of a flower or reproductive part of a flower. Why reproductive? On maturation, these stamens which contain anther, these anthers release pollen grains. So pollen grains are the male gametes, or pollen grain contain male gametes. Here the carpel part, the swollen basal part is called ovary, which contain ovule. This ovule contain female gamete. This ovule contain female gamete. So what is pollination? The transfer of these pollen grains. Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. The process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is called pollination. Clear all of you? Once more, transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma is called pollination. That's why we had studied that stigma have feathery appearance or possesses sticky substance, so that pollen grains while landing on the stigma do not fall. Clear? Now see this figure. Here I have drawn two plants. First plant contains two flowers and the second plant contains single flower. So what topic we are going to discuss? Types of pollination. Types of pollination. First of all, pollen grain from the anther to the stigma means pollen grains will transfer from anther to the stigma of the same flower. Getting or not? Here, pollen grain from the anther transferred into the stigma of the same flower. This is the first type of pollination, is known as autogamy. Once more, in the first case, pollen grains are transferred from anther to the stigma of the same flower, and the type is known as autogamy. Clear? Now come to the second type. In the second type, anther will release pollen grain or pollen grain transfer from anther to the stigma or different flower in the same plant. Here, the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma takes place between the flowers of the same plant, and the type is known as geitonogamy. Once more, here the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma up to different flower in the same plant is called geitonogamy. Here both the types takes place between the flowers of the same plant. So the first two types are known as self-pollination. So types of pollination broadly heading broadly categorized in two categories: self-pollination and the second one. Here, if the pollen grains transfer from anthers of one anthers to the stigma of different flowers or different plant, means if pollination takes place between the two different plant, such type of pollination is called allogamy. Third one is allogamy, and here the type of pollination is called cross pollination. Once more, see, there are two major types of pollination. One is self and the second is cross. In self, pollen grain transfer from anther to the stigma within the same flower or flowers of the same plant. Here cross pollination means the transfer of pollen grain takes place between the flowers of different plants. Getting all of you? So, types of pollination, self and cross. Self further two types, autogamy, geitonogamy. Here, within the same flower, flowers of the same plant. Here, cross flowers of the two different plant. Clear? Now see your book. The pollen of the same flower may fall stigma, autogamy, here geitonogamy. These two are the self pollination and it is the cross pollination. Same type of figure is drawn in your book. Self pollination, self pollination. First one autogamy, second geitonogamy. Here it is cross pollination, that is allogamy. Clear? Now, self-pollination. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of the same flower, autogamy, or stigma of another flower of the same plant, geitonogamy. Pollination between flowers of the same plant is considered self-pollination on account of the common genetic character. That is, the general qualities or features of any one plant are the same in the different flowers found on it. Means if a plant contains 10, 20, 100 flowers, all the flowers have the same genetic characters. Thus here, if pollination takes place between these flowers, it is known as same flower if the genetic constitution of all the flowers are same. Certain minute bisexual flowers do not open at all even at maturity. The reproductive structure, that is anther stigma, remain hidden and lie close to each other, thereby facilitating self-pollination. Means when the male and female part do not exposed outside because they are close by the petals, or the male and female part are remain inside the petals then there is the only chance of autogamy or self-pollination, because in that case no any agents are required which carry pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. Such flowers are known as clistogamous flower. EGP, pansy, TC. Once more, what are clistogamous flowers? If the reproductive parts are closed inside the petals. Examples are pea, pansy, etc. See, what are clistogamous flower? Here, this is the female part. This is the male part, stamen and carpel. But these two parts are closed inside the petals. When they do not exposed or closed inside the petal, such flowers are known as clistogamous flower, and in clistogamous flower only pollination takes place is autogamy. Clear? Examples are pea, pansy, etc. Now, when can self-pollination occur, and the condition means in which type of flowers self-pollination is possible. The first condition is the flower must be bisexual. Here, clistogamous flowers are always bisexual. Second, homogamy means if it is a clistogamous flower and if both part, that is male and female part, will not mature at the same time, it is possible? No. So second condition is both the reproductive part will mature at the same time, and the condition is known as homogamy. So if self pollination occur, the two conditions required are bisexual, both the part must possess, and second, homogamy, both part will mature at the same time. Clear all of you? Next day we'll continue with the advantage and disadvantages of self-pollination. Clear? Okay. Have a good day. Bye all of you.